Indiscriminate dumping of refuse has been described as an illegal and unlawful act for which offenders could be charged to court. The Commissioner for Environment and Sanitation in Osun State, Honorable Mayowa Adejori, made this disclosure in the wake of a resurgence of indiscriminate dumping of refuse along the roads in the state capital. Lydia Adegbaju went round Osogbo to look at the state of things. Here is the report.
Indiscriminate dumping of refuse on road medians is fast becoming a trend in the state, particularly Osogbo, the state capital. Residents now see these spots as easy means of disposing of their wastes. Roadside stores and residents with houses close to major roads have been said to be the major culprits of this act. This correspondent went around the state capital, particularly along Iwo-Okefia Road, and refuse were seen lined up along road medians currently under renovation by the state government. Addressing this matter, the Commissioner for Environment and Sanitation in Osun State, Honorable Mayowa Adejori, bluntly described the act as illegal and unlawful, noting that this only discredits the state government's effort in keeping the state clean and healthy.
The dumping of refuse across the median of the roads are very illegal. Yes, it's not something that should be done in a normal day. But our people, they are in habit of indiscriminate dumping of refuse. And despite all our campaigns, despite all the effort of the enforcement agents of the Ministry of Environment and also Waste Management Agency, they keep dumping refuse at the median of roads, especially in the middle of the night.
However, speaking to some residents in Osogbo, they lament that waste disposal trucks no longer come around or as often as before, and therefore have to make use of other means.
Wá dédé àárí wọn nílé bàbá ti rí wọn làádálẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ní àásùn níná.
Àwọn máa ń wà dóò táwọn private sectors làwọn ń lò ládùúgbò wa gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì òun wọ̀bẹ̀ yẹn bọ̀ àwọn máa ń wà. Ìgbà míì wọ́n máa ń wá ní normally every week ló yẹ kó máa wá. But wọ́n máa ń wá 2 weeks ìgbà míì wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń wá weekly yẹn náà.
Meanwhile, the General Manager of Osun Waste Management Agency, Mr. Oyewole Fatai Oladoshu, rebutted the claim stating that the disposal trucks go out every day. He also attributed the cause of indiscriminate dumping of refuse to long-time habits allegedly permitted by the previous government, adding that residents also want to avoid payment of obligatory fees.
It's not a new thing because the past administration encouraged it then, but efforts to change it make it a little bit difficult. The agency roll out vehicles on daily basis to pack refuse, that is one. Then we have two different enforcers. We have environmental monitoring, go out on daily basis to apprehend defaulters. I wish to stress it here that all communities in the state has been clusterized. They have been breaking into cluster and assign a contractor who is going to be responsible for their management of waste. It is because people don't want to pay. That is why they now engage in this indiscriminate act of dumping refuse either on the waterway or on the streets.
While noting that sensitization on the havoc of indiscriminate waste disposal is ongoing, the Commissioner for Environment highlighted closure of markets, payment of fines, and going as far as charging offenders to court as some of the stringent measures in place to curb the menace.
4 months ago, we closed Ibona Market, we closed Oluore Market on the basis of indiscriminate dumping of refuse. We got to their market stores, we saw some people packing refuse beside or at the back of their various shops, and we have to stop them. If you are caught, you have to pay some levies. The markets that we closed down, they paid their levies before we closed their market. Before we opened, they paid their levies to the cover of the government to start as a deterrent for others. So everybody that is being caught along the road putting waste at the median of the road, if you are caught, there are penalties for it. You will pay. The culprit of this indiscriminate dumping of refuse, most times, sometimes, depending on the degree of the offense, we do take them to court. We take them to court, and the court will hear the matter and fine them, and they pay.
Indiscriminate dumping of refuse will not only make the state dirty, it is known to be the chief cause of flooding and epidemics like cholera. Residents are, however, urged to have a change of attitude and become more responsible, knowing that health is wealth. Lydia Adegbaju, Western Spring Television News.